It's happening.
Let's give them something to talk about. I see the energy running out. I got a planet to run around. Okay.
Oh yeah. I know what you were gonna ask. Is the cover sheet?
Yeah, I totally forgot about the cover sheet. It's like, let's just go. We're
Yeah.
going live.
Yeah, here you go. I actually kind of need this because these are the things I wanted to talk about. Zia, do you remember what was covered in the affiliate town hall?
I do.
Good. All right, you can lead that discussion then. I will go in. I do remember a lot of the stuff that was in there. But it was a good town hall.
It was a great town hall. Best one yet.
I want to talk about those and from affiliate perspectives and just give my insight on it as well, and I'll get your insight since I feel like we're doing our job as affiliate council members.
Yeah, making sure people get all this.
Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to talk about that because there was some pretty interesting thoughts on that discussed on that call. And then we want to talk about the quarterfinals. I have some ideas regarding the quarterfinals and how to follow up on the quarterfinals. And what else do we want to talk about?
Affiliate Cup dreams. I like that.
Affiliate Cup dreams.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is this just dreams, or are we wishing here?
No, this is actually what I was going to propose was an idea for how you can make the Affiliate Cup happen right now.
Oh, with the data that we have currently?
With the data that we have currently. You could literally make an Affiliate Cup. Well, we'll talk about that. Some people disagree, but we can talk about that. So Zia before we dialed in late, Zia was on time, but she was talking about remodel. She had to do the quarterfinals and remodel her gym. She had to do the quarterfinals herself, host the quarterfinals, and then was in the process of remodeling her whole gym.
You crazy.
I've never been so tired in my entire life.
Yeah, I'll bet. Like Sunday night.
Are you still coming down right now or what?
I still am like a daze.
Did you wait until Monday to do any of the workouts?
I did 2, 3, and 4 Thursday afternoon. And then did number 1 Friday morning so that I was done and out of the way so that I could facilitate it for everyone else. And then I had to demo the gym. I mean, we completely gutted the gym Saturday and Sunday and put it back together. So
that is wild.
Did you know the quarterfinals date was going to be this weekend, that same weekend, and just
that was the problem. I had a custom rig built from Rogue, and they shipped it 4 weeks early.
So it forced your hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to store that outside during the time.
Yeah, I guess that's the deal. That's right. You don't want to store it, especially in this day and age. Like,
well, I got 15-foot uprights, so I don't even know where I would store it.
Yeah.
Like storage unit. I called a couple of storage units in our area, and they wouldn't even fit.
Oh God.
So we were going to do it the weekend of the semis, which was going to be less taxing, but we were going to do it May 10th.
Got it.
We had 39 people trying to do 4 workouts.
Oh. And how many of those were repeated?
Oh, we did some repeats. Yeah.
Were they pissed off that they couldn't get into the gym and do
no. We left sections. So like
okay.
I made everybody do workout 3 on Saturday between these hours so that we had that part of the gym. And then workout 4 was on Sunday. We have a secondary room that was perfect for workout 4. And the whole gym was put back together for Monday if anybody wanted to redo 3 or 4. So I did make sure that everybody had access. Like we have a big enough gym where we could start on this end and then they could do that without being interrupted, which is why I wanted to get mine in super fast, which I don't recommend.
Yeah, no, 3 in a day in the afternoon.
Did you qualify for semifinals?
I'm 9 spots away.
Oh, that means you're going to make it.
Yeah, it's a good chance.
Let me tell you why.
Once they do a video review.
Yeah, well,
I was so sore. I could barely move Friday morning to do workout 1. If I could have just spaced it, if I could have hindsight just said, okay, I'm going to do a couple on Monday, although I was so beat up from moving those mats, I feel like just one more rep would have got me right at 200.
Oh, man. Those mats are no joke too. Like
They're dumb.
I
Dumb.
saw Craig had like a couple handles.
Yeah,
was that
those-
mat movers?
That's wood from Zia. Zia
Oh,
said,
really?
"Hey, yeah, you need to buy those handles." So I went online, I bought them. I've 18 years of affiliate ownership, and I never.
He knows.
Well, you beat up your hands.
Your hands, your shins. Anytime you drop them, it smacks
Those
it.
flips are amazing.
The other thing, so Zia went all in. Like when she went, and by that I just mean, like a gym owner. I look at those floors out there, and she asked me. She goes, "Hey, would you lift up your stall mats and repair the?"
He hasn't.
And so, but I showed your picture of your floor that you did because you decided to do it. You went for it, lifted up the mats and did the whole floor thing. And I showed it to Yvonne, and we were both like, "That's nice."
So now you're thinking about it.
Yeah, I am thinking about it. And here's the other thing she did. She showed me something. You sent it to me. Was these little? She uses these little
Roofing joists.
Yeah. What are they called?
They're essentially roofing joists.
Okay, so
okay.
Yeah, so you put them between pieces of plywood, right? So if you put a piece of plywood, it's got spikes on it, so it holds that piece of plywood, and then it's got two spikes, and then it's flat, and then two spikes on the other side. So then you put the stall mat on it, stall mat goes down, then you put the other stall mat, and it's hooked in,
so it doesn't slide or go away from each other.
Slide. Stupid, simple idea.
Yeah,
because the gaps are where that's where the dirt comes in.
Yeah,
it's at least where you can see the dirt.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no,
who knew?
Becomes essentially one big floating floor, and it doesn't.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Admittedly, it looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you have concrete underneath to repair too?
Not in the main room. Last month, somebody DNF'd, airdropped a 70-pound kettlebell from above their head and cracked a piece of the flooring, but that was an isolated incident.
Don't drop the dumbbells, people. They break too.
I know.
We've lost a few 70s.
Yeah, we had
100.
We had an affiliate come in and do the team workouts here because this was a central gym for the team quarterfinals, and they came in and they were they're close to qualifying, and they did that dumbbell.
Did they all drop them?
Did the dumbbell workout? No, but there were multiple times that they dropped them. And I was just losing my shit inside. I was like, I'd let you come to the gym here. We interrupted what we're doing.
Yeah.
Set you all up,
respect the space.
Respect the equipment. You don't have to drop the dumbbell.
No.
I know you get it. You're exhausted.
You're not at the games.
No.
Even at the games, sometimes you can't drop stuff.
Yeah, it should just be a thing.
Yeah, even at the games.
Yeah.
At the games,
Yeah.
if you drop the stuff, they no rep you.
Because what happens is once you have like it land funny, like it bends and then like it starts to twist. Once it starts to twist, then like how comfortable are you taking that to snatch it overhead?
That's right.
Plus, it can get in the lane beside, and they squeeze them in there. It's just not safe. I don't know who dropped that 70. I heard that it had happened, but nobody would drop that.
They know.
You check the cameras.
Yeah, they know.
I don't sit and watch like a month of footage, but I'm like, oh, that's the only time.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, same thing.
That sucks.
Well, I wanted to talk about quarterfinals. So you're done with quarterfinals. We're doing one of our quarterfinals participants, Nicole Rogers, amazing, gave us a gift card for a really good all natural pizza place in town to get pizza for the coaching staff and judges that were there during the quarterfinals.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. And so, but we're gonna parlay that into, instead of just the judges and the coaches, is we're gonna have everybody come on this Friday evening after class, and we're all gonna hang out and just kind of talk about the quarterfinals, celebrate the end. Basically, celebrate the end of the quarterfinals. We have 41 athletes we put through it. I kind of did some rough math. It was like roughly 200 workouts took place. We required everybody to video. It didn't matter. Like everybody had a video. So it was, typically it was one heat every 45 minutes. That's about what it was about one every 40 minutes.
Yeah, at least. I don't know. That first day, well, I guess we were out of here. It took about 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours for
It was
about
it was
30
like
people.
3 heats for the first. So that first Thursday, because we only had two classes.
Yeah.
We did 3 heats in each one of those, and by the third,
and
heat,
only
it was
about
like
8 and only
4
about
people doing it.
about 4 to 8 people per heat because
Yeah.
you got camera that blocks the ability to put lots of
Couldn't
people on the floor.
walk through the room without get in front of a camera.
Yeah. So it was in just timing, like 3, 2, 1, trying to time it with everyone's WOD proof.
Mm-hmm.
We set up some small clocks. So, I got some of those old timers, the OG clocks.
The remote start.
Yeah. And I put them on tripods and I mounted them on with a piece of plywood on tripod. Yeah. So that way if you didn't have WOD proof, we could set it up so with extension cords that you had a camera in the background that they could see.
Mm-hmm.
But all those cameras had to be started all those clocks had to be started at the same time. And WOD proof, here's what's interesting about WOD proof. Well, you can set it up so it doesn't do this, but it has a record feature where you go out and you record all your shit, Craig Howard, 60-64 men's class, and then you show your weights, you come back, and then you push the button and it does a 10-second countdown.
Yeah.
So and then we have the gym clocks, the gym timer that says Flex Gym Timers, which does a 10-second countdown. So you had to go 3, 2, 1, start your countdown. Yep. Everybody start their countdown together. And then when it got to 3, 2, 1, the people with the dumb clocks, the old OG clocks, they had to start. So we had like 3 different starting points for clocks to get them all in sync. We only had like 1 clock screw up.
The first one.
Yeah. And that was because the guy that was doing it didn't follow my direction.
He just forgot to press the start button on the timer that was going to count down.
Oh man.
10-second countdown.
Oh, and when you have to restart all that whole process.
Yeah, we had to re-video everything at that point.
Oh,
it was actually pretty smooth though. After that
was.
first day, everybody got a really good understanding of how to set it up.
Oh yeah.
I love that we time the rower situation. It just automatically syncs with the rower. You don't need to worry about showing the rower calories. It's just on the screen. That's so amazing.
We time. What's that?
So We Time's partnered, the one that's partnered with CrossFit. So We Time app.
Oh, I knew that.
It syncs.
I did not know that.
It syncs with
obviously
all the workouts are preloaded in there, so it like reminds you what you have to do, and it shows up in the app.
So
and
if anybody's listening from Diablo right now,
shut your earmuffs right now.
Yeah.
And then the rower links
this podcast off.
So on the screen, your rower is counting the whole time. Your splits for the little mini rower screen shows up on the video.
No.
Yeah.
And it's the official partner of
the official, so you don't have to like walk over and show it because it's the little rowers Concept 2 screen shows up in the corner of the screen.
What the
It's
hell?
pretty cool. That was like a life-changing thing this year, when being able to like, okay, you only need, because before you needed a judge for the judge, and then you needed somebody on the camera, but this one you could literally leave it sit, except for the rope climb one, you kind of needed like multiple.
Yeah, you had to move it around.
But with that rowing one, not having to worry about showing the calories. So nice.
Damn. All right, this podcast was instantly worth it because we still have semifinals coming.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That is crazy.
So, because WOD proof, first of all, we had tech issues with WOD proof. Sometimes it was
it looked like they updated their app too, like after the second day.
And the workout description wasn't in the workouts.
Yeah. So after they updated it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Yeah, but I don't know. Before they didn't have the quarterfinal workouts in automatically.
Some were able to find it, some didn't.
Oh, they were?
Yeah. I figured it was those that just downloaded the app and then started their trial right there on the spot.
Oh man, so We Time. All right, everybody, We Time. That's the one we're going to use next going forward.
Download it right now.
Yep.
Yeah, syncing with the rower is super easy too. Even I could do it, and I'm not very technologically savvy.
That's fantastic. And so we're doing a quarterfinal party on Friday night.
I love that. That's great.
And we're gonna. I think everybody's gonna come to that. It's just a good way to unwind. The quarterfinal experience overall for us was far better than I even experienced. Now we were hard asses, and Jamie's always, he's preached to me, this is a competition. This is not just for fun. And we want people to take it serious and follow all of the rules. And doing so, we were very strict about when you could come do it at Diablo, how you could set up, where you could set up, heat times. And so, and they had to wait. Like there's athletes that came in, they were ready to go, but they had to wait an hour before they could go. One of the things that I think that gave them was a real life experience of what it's like being a CrossFit athlete, because that's the same thing that the games athletes have to go through, semifinals and games athletes have to go through in competition. Things don't always go your way. You have to wait. There's times when, you get all warmed up at the games and then you go wait in the stall to get called
10,
out.
15 minutes at least.
Yeah. And it's cold in the stall. And then you come out and then you got to wait, you got to get out and then walk around and talk for another 15. So it's literally from when you warmed up and ready to go to when you're actually working out can be as long as 45 minutes. At the games.
Well, at the games too, you have like warm up A and then warm up B.
Well, yeah, and then that warm up B only came about in the last
couple years.
Yeah,
where they had the secondary warm up station.
So it was. But anyway, the creating that seriousness about it, I was worried about it because I was, I would come in, I was a little bit harsh when people were interfering because we didn't want to interfere with class. What we didn't want to have happen is these athletes come in and just like, oh, I'm a quarterfinal athlete, so I take precedence here. And because that has created a bad vibe within our community in the past. And so we had very explicit rules. And when they violated those rules, I was pretty blunt about it because I'm competing. We're trying to organize this, keep everybody happy, trying not to overwhelm our, Diablo staff and coaches because they get asked 1,000 questions and they get asked to judge every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Trying to manage that. I was blunt. Like so that niceties are out the window. I don't have time to be nice.
This is quarterfinal stage. Nice is gone.
Yeah. So out of 50, we had 40, I think 41 athletes that actually participated in the competition. I only had one quit the gym. So that's pretty good. I figure my numbers are pretty good. It's like,
well, sometimes it's hard. You got to like really keep your cool. And they're just not aware that there's like hundreds of other bodies that we have to worry about. It's not just theirs. And it's
not personal.
Hard sometimes in the moment to not like tell you not to shake a baby, but it's really hard not to shake a baby. It's the same thing. You're not supposed to do it, but sometimes you really, really want to do it.
It's a good analogy.
Oh my God. Yeah, I shook the baby once this weekend. Damn it.
And then you feel like, I think you texted me and you feel instantly terrible.
Yes, I did.
But it's just, yeah.
Yeah. And interestingly though, at the end of it, on the other side of it, I got, when this was all done, lots of positive messages.
Yeah.
Like people texting me, amazing experience. Thank you for doing it the way you did it. They got through it. They came out the other side. They're elated, and they went through a very rigorous process, and they value CrossFit more. They value their performance more. We were harsh with judging too. We didn't let just anybody judge.
Yeah.
And we were strict about who could judge and who couldn't. We told them one of the rules we had was you can't judge your training partner and you can't judge your spouse.
Who wants to judge your spouse? Do they like want to get divorced? Do they want to fight all the time?
Right.
Well,
it's not so much judging though. It's more like, let me count your reps.
Admittedly, because there was times when because I was working the event all day, the Saturday one, by the time I went, there was no one there. And so the only one I had to judge me on two workouts.
Yvonne?
Well, no, on one workout. She only judged me on one, technically, because the one that was the other thing too, is my video didn't work on.
Oh, so that was a repeat though. That wasn't
So the repeat though. So I had to do a repeat. So I lectured people about their videos up and down, lectured like everybody, video, get your videos done. We stopped one person that was
do as I say, not as I do. Kind of scenario.
I set it up, videoed it. And at the end of it, it got done and went over to review my video or look at my video or upload it. No video. So when I put it in when I put it in the little tripod thing, it shut off my phone. Yeah, that was, so I had to repeat that workout. Of course, it was one I did well on, so I had to repeat the performance. But anyway, I had my wife judge me on the wall ball box jump over one.
You like that workout?
I want to do that workout once a month. I love that workout. I love
Oh my God.
Box jumps. Love
gross.
I literally was doing burpee box jump overs with my head down with drool coming out of my mouth, and I didn't care. And
He didn't slip on the drool
No.
in the box.
No, the best was like one time I got up like in my last round of 50 box because I didn't make it to the very final round of box jump overs. I was getting up and I put my hand on the box because I just like so delirious. I put my hand on the box, stood up, jumped over, land on the other side, lay down. Yvonne goes, no rep. I'm like, okay. And what for? And I'm like, what for? Because you can't touch the box. I'm okay. How about when I actually touch the box that you say no rep?
Not when you finish the rep.
And the other one, oh shit, there's another one. Oh, like I jumped down on one too. I jumped down.
Yeah.
I jumped down. She goes, no rep. And I'm like, she did let me go back around and re-jump over the box.
Yeah. You don't have to redo the burpee.
Yeah.
I love all the box jumps. Love them. Burpees, love them. I love them. I love wall balls. I love it. I'll do that workout once a month. I love it. Love it. And I entered the workout completely wrong.
That's right. That was the best. She texts me, hey, do you have any pull at CrossFit she entered the workout with 180 reps instead of 280 reps.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. 100 reps off.
Yeah, minor detail.
Send it. You know what's amazing? And let me give a shout out to Angel at CrossFit Game Support. So I said, send an email to CrossFit Game Support. We had a couple other people do that. And it's always Angel that answers. And
always.
Like, I don't know how that happens. There's got to be multiple people using that Angel at CrossFit.
Has to be. Because she's been doing it since I was competing.
They responded to my email at 4 a.m.
Oh, and corrected it, right? Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, fixed it.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that workout. Just you.
Yeah.
Jamie Hagia liked it. She smashed it. And who else? There's a bunch of people that smashed it.
Tia did that workout in 15 minutes.
What's that?
Tia did the workout in 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
Gross. She's
incredible. She was like first place by a pretty big margin in the quarterfinals. So we're doing that. We're doing come all the way back. We're doing that party. And then the other thing I'm going to do is, I don't know, I got an idea from someone. I don't know, maybe it was Fort Vancouver or someone, but I'm going to do I wanted to do a social media post. I wish I had done it sooner, but it's going to be a couple days. It probably won't go out until tomorrow or the next day. I asked everybody that participated for like a favorite, like 20-second clip, just a clip.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody's got video.
Cool.
Send me a 20-second clip, and then I'm gonna have Harold, who's our
splice it together
really quick to make like a 2-minute deal, which that part takes a lot of time. So I asked people, I said, hey, send me. So I sent it out an email, said, hey, we're having this party. And by the way, send me this clip of you, just a 20-second clip of your favorite clip of, you during the workout. So far, I've gotten like responses from half the people.
That's a good number.
Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty pleased. Half of those people sent me 3 or 4 clips.
So you could just use them all.
But I mean, that's a
you got to pick your favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it the time you touched the box and your wife no rep you? Was that your favorite? I think that was her favorite.
You know what?
That's a good favorite.
I need to go find that one. I need to go find that clip.
I can only imagine the look on your face when you get that.
One of the things I'm going to post today is the temper tantrum I had when I was measuring the height of the wall ball height, and the tape measure kept tipping back. My favorite tape measure, my Big Max tape measure, someone absconded, and that's my favorite tape measure. And then not only did it get absconded, they broke it right near the 1 inch or the 4 inch line. So so now it won't jams and it stops. And then, oh man, I'm so mad about that. I lost a good tape measure. That's annoying.
Measuring the rope climbs was always great. I made our games champion that won. He wins for his age group past couple of years. He took a year off because he had surgery.
Yeah.
And so he spent the entire open and quarterfinals paying back dues. He's like, when I'm trying to qualify, it's like 5 people per workout. And he literally was in there climbing the rope, measuring things.
Oh, that's awesome.
On cameras. He's like, I am everyone else's number one judge, because you guys what we have to do when there's an actual games athlete.
That's so cool.
Who is that?
Sean Patrick.
Sean Patrick?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
That is a champ right there.
And so like this whole time he was like, you need a judge, you need measuring, I'm here. He came in on off times. He was like, he's like, I'm paying back all you guys for constantly
That's
like.
so cool.
Oh man.
Mad props.
If there are any CrossFit Games athletes listening to this podcast, never. You pay attention to that right there.
That goes a long ways right
Yes.
there within the community for sure.
The community are your followers. The community are your fans.
Mhm.
They're the fans of the sport. They're the ones buying the shirts, buying the shoes. They're the ones that are shopping with your sponsors. They're everything in this. And they're your judges. They're your helpers. They're the ones that are getting out of the way. Like the CrossFit affiliates and CrossFit affiliate members are everything. I don't want to hear. I don't. No one ever complains, but what I do want to hear is more support for
more of that, right
more,
there.
Yeah, more support for the affiliates. Because
Dave did give us a shout out on the town hall.
Oh, who did?
Hosting Dave Castro. Was it town hall or the legacy?
Yes.
About the open wouldn't happen without affiliates.
Yes, that was on the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Dave that did that, and that was outstanding. It's cool. Yeah. So, so I'm putting together this snippet that's just the follow up, and then we're gonna do semifinals, and we'll probably do in the same way. We have, it looks like 7 or 8 athletes that have qualified. So shout out to Nate, who's at CrossFit Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
But he does his RX Plus training here, and then Jackson does his programming. Yeah, Gwen Holton, and then Mark Mooney made it in the 55 to 59. Ted Peterson made it, and the 60 to 64, which is good. He came, he gave his all in the last workout, and that helped him. Kendra made it in the 35 to 39.
Kendra smashed it.
Dude, that's huge because that's a like games athletes.
Competitive field.
And then my wife Yvonne made it as well, which is not uncommon. She just, and her scores are like, she's right across the board. Just her scores are like even right across the board. Every placement is like could have been the other one. Yeah,
so
super
great.
impressive. Yeah, she ended up in
35th or
35th.
Yeah,
and they're taking the top 20 in her age group, 60 to 64. And then there's one other bro in the 60 to 64 here at Diablo that made it as well.
Unfortunately, he's super psyched about it. Yes. Or fortunately, he is super psyched about it. You can look at the look on his face right now.
Damn it. I'll be doing the semifinal workouts. I benefit from the fact that there's just not a lot of old bros. So it's like the older they get, they just kind of drop off or they die.
Oh my God.
And then I move up. Yes.
I don't know, man. You look at some of those guys at the games. They're not dropping off.
Here's what's amazing, because I like to think of myself as a really, really fit, like 60-year-old, right? Like people go, "Hey, you look so much younger. You're amazing."
Pretty accurate,
and right. But there's 62 more guys that are way more fit than I am, and those top 10 are like.
But you're also just class fit.
But can they use a computer like you can?
Hey, I got one fan. Thanks, Lynn. So but anyway, so we've got 7 or 8 athletes that have made it. If I left anybody off from Diablo, I apologize.
I think it's 7.
Okay.
8 with Craig.
7th with me.
7 with him.
7 with you.
Yeah. So pretty cool. We may have 1 or 2 others, because like Melissa's right on the bubble, and then I think Kim's kind of on the bubble too. Yeah, and what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing in the Masters communities, not surprising, on Facebook, is that a lot of Masters didn't videotape.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Masters.
Hopefully 9 for me.
How many? 90?
9.
Oh, no, 9 spots out.
Oh, you're only 9 spots out. Oh, you're definitely going. That's right.
9 spots out while doing a gym renovation.
That's what I said yesterday. I texted her. I go, so you're 9 shitty videos away from qualifying.
Yeah.
Which is so true. Which is that you're going to qualify. That's definitely in with 200. I'm thinking in those videos there's a 20% like rep correction.
Yeah.
At least 20% of the videos are going to get rep corrections.
Yeah.
And then another like 10% like don't even have videos.
I believe that.
Yeah. So I think it's like 30%. I think 70-30. Yeah. Anything else that you're doing for quarterfinals follow-up or anything that affiliates should think about? I think you should all email your athletes though and congratulate them.
Yeah, a big email, obviously, shout out. We're gonna do like we have a tavern across the street that we'll all go to and have like the winners of our intramural open will actually get like little coupons for like a drink or an app. And that's like part of their prize. But then of course everyone is invited. And now that this, quarters is over, we're going to go do that. It's just, you can just walk right across the street. So
yeah, that's cool.
Did you include the quarterfinals as part of your intramural?
No, I just waited until after quarterfinals. I needed a minute. Got a lot going on.
Yeah,
totally understandable.
It's only 2 weeks, 2 more weeks to the semifinals.
2 more weeks. Yeah.
No, I think that's great though. Don't drag it out. People get their lives on, and it's cool that you can't really hyper prepare.
Yeah.
You're either there or you're not, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no like strategic, like, okay, now we need to start working on this.
Mm-hmm.
We have a month. No, it's like, all right, you're either ready or you're not. Let's go.
Yeah.
There's no time for deload week.
Well, the only thing you can do, and this is something that I'm going to do, is have like daily meditation and prayer focused on no wall walks.
Oh, I love wall walk-ups.
We're going to see them. If we don't see handstand walking, we're going to see some wall walks.
I'm burning in the candles and, saying a prayer and internal prayer, just like hoping for no wall walks.
Boz hasn't said anything about formats for this semifinals, has he? I mean, like,
I don't think they will. I bet you now that it's down to the semis and it's like these people are going to the CrossFit Games. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear anyone else's opinion on making it easy for affiliates or we got to worry about this and that. They're like, no, now it's time to get the games athletes in line. I think that that's going to be the focus.
Let me ask you this is because Yvonne and I had this, Yvonne and I had this discussion last night and she didn't think so. And I think so. And she might, I think she's right. Do you think there'll be a strength test in the semifinals?
Yes.
Oh, you guys do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yvonne doesn't think so. Yvonne thinks that Boz is going to stick with his like CrossFit only programming.
Last year I thought the CrossFit total was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're not going to do that again, but I think there will be some, because there's really hasn't been that much of strength. There was even the workout in quarters for girls, they scaled that workout. And girls doing 85 instead of 95, I thought was kind of crazy, but even that for a competitive female, 165 pounds is not that heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what was frustrating about that? The top girls smashed that. We're in the, did reps in the 20s at 165. My last weight was 155. And I got, and I like to think of myself, I've always kind of been the strong guy in my age group. And I got 17 reps. I fell apart. I was so gassed. And the women were doing 165, 10 more pounds, just smashing it.
Yeah.
Even the age groupers, the 35 to 39s and 40 to 45s were at that weight, and 45 to 49 too. Damn.
And Tia did 38.
Strength is coming. That's what Castro said.
Yeah, I had to talk with Jackson about it this morning.
38?
Tia did 38 at the last weight.
38 reps at the last weight.
How much time does she have?
I don't know.
She cycle it, touch and go.
She's definitely cycling it.
Yeah, she was. She had to have been. That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's really cool. And here's the one thing that I like about that and the quarterfinals. The people that did the quarterfinals, so we had like 40 athletes or so do the quarterfinals, but overall CrossFit had, they say, 20% of all athletes. So they probably had 80, 90,000, 75,000 people do the quarterfinals, however many people did it. But those 75,000 people now have a real appreciation for like the caliber of athlete that the top athletes are, like, because you can do the open and then you get left out. And if it's only the top 10% in the quarterfinals, the other people that are just below that really can't get a real appreciation until you do the workout like that clean and jerk workout. And then to see the numbers after you just like killed yourself on it, thinking, man, I did pretty good. And then you see the numbers that the top athletes do, you go, oh, that's how good these people are.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, though, it was a little discouraging for some of our athletes. Jackson's probably still on, but he, it's like a reality check. You're like, oh, crap. I thought I was, on a good trajectory, and I had a chance to, maybe someday make semifinals or maybe make.
He was like 10 spots out.
I know he still may make it.
That's what I said. It's like, well,
I mean, doesn't mean he never will. He just might be, a little further out from that.
It really hammers home to all these people that did quarterfinals. One of the things I like about the 25%, it's going to engage them more in the whole process and make them bigger fans of CrossFit athletes, because you just go, these people are unbelievable, and they really are unbelievable. So quarterfinals, semifinals, we talked about that. Let's change subjects and roll into the affiliate town hall just quickly. So every month CrossFit does a town hall. They've been doing it this year. They started it this year, every month, doing a town hall with affiliate owners to give them an update on the things that they're working on. That frequency of town hall has never been done. We have 14,000 affiliates. The uptake on it is not high. And by that, I mean the participatory rate. So we have all of these affiliates. You have a lot of affiliates that bitch and moan. Hey, I don't know what's going on. Hey, CrossFit's not doing anything. And then they don't show up for these town halls. So that's my first pet peeve. My pet peeve is not towards CrossFit. It's towards CrossFit's doing the work. They're communicating. They're telling you what they're doing. They're trying to direct you to it. And people won't even go back and watch the reruns of the town halls. And they are available on the CrossFit. Admittedly, though,
are they available to the public or just to affiliates?
Just affiliates.
That's what I thought.
And they're not super easy to find.
Is it something you find in like the affiliate toolkit?
Yeah,
a link to it.
Yeah. Zia, where do we find it?
It's on the main screen, but you do have to scroll to the bottom of it, which
within the affiliate toolkit, though, right?
Yeah, it's on the main page, but it'll be all the way at the bottom.
Yeah. So if I'm on my dashboard now, if I go to my dashboard, it's not on there. Which is really frustrating. It's in here. I know it's in here, and I find it in a different place every single time I go on here.
I found it.
Did you?
I think affiliate town here. Let me share my screen.
Partner network programming. It might be because I have my screen zoomed in too.
So I went to the affiliate town. So I have access to the affiliate toolkit also. I just clicked on it, and then you said scroll all the way down to the bottom. I don't know. This is just
you go down
date.
to before they had they had frequently asked questions, and you go to the bottom of the frequently asked questions. So I'm gonna talk to Austin about getting this. That needs to be front and center. Like when you go into affiliate owners they need to be able to replay that town hall.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be like a red button right there.
This last town hall had almost 200 affiliate owners, which is the biggest one.
Yeah. So think about that, 14,000 affiliates and then 200 on the town hall, which is cool. Though they, and then, I think they said something like 700, the last one, 700 people watched it overall.
Yeah.
It's 700 views or something like that. And so they're making progress on them. I take it as a positive, meaning affiliate owners are busy working on their affiliates. They're trusting CrossFit. Like, so they're not having to go to the town hall to air grievances or to find out what else is happening. They've got, they're trusting that CrossFit's doing the right thing. And when they need them, they'll come to them. Though I will tell you, the town hall is valuable because you can learn things that CrossFit's doing that you might not yet know about that are really cool.
Mhm.
And
Pipeline stuff.
Pipeline stuff. And then, they're doing so they spend a little bit of time, and everyone kind of, not everyone, there's some people that get upset about, well, what's CrossFit really doing with, search engine optimization. But if you haven't done a search in your local area for your gym or CrossFit in your area and seen the improvements, they are noticeable. Like I noticed it if on my phone, if you allow your phone to use your locator, your gym will pop up, your information will pop up. Now it's up to you to populate the data on the CrossFit toolkit. So if you go in there and you can manage your, it takes time, but you go in and you manage your page, which allows you to manage who your coaches are. It allows you to put pictures in, your favorite pictures of your gym. And those will show up in when people click. Map. Yeah, on the Google Map when they click. And then it allows you also to put your coaching schedule up there, or your class schedule.
That's cool.
So someone says, find a box near me. So what happens is now when you go into CrossFit and you type it in Google, you go, type CrossFit or CrossFit near me or whatever it is, it'll come up. There's going to be, the first thing that's going to come up is CrossFit.com, and it'll say sponsored. And on there, right in there, very visible, says find a CrossFit gym near you. And so you click on the CrossFit near you, in your gym, and that's when you can see their schedule, you can see everything, and that's all through the CrossFit. They've now got you in the CrossFit universe. And then someone says, hey, contact the gym, that CrossFit will send you an email saying, hey, someone's interested in your gym. And I've gotten a couple of those,
and they follow up on that now. I got one last week and I got an email 48 hours later. It's been 48 hours. Please click which box this lead falls into. Hasn't responded, joined.
Wow.
That's cool.
They're trying to track the quality of their leads.
That's really cool.
Now, the people that are in charge of that at CrossFit, you can criticize CrossFit all you want, but those people know what the hell they're doing. That's the world that Don came out of before CrossFit. He's got some very savvy people, and Jada Coons knows and understands this really well also. There are some very savvy people that are doing this. We have never had this before. Like, you had to dig deep to find stuff on CrossFit, especially as it got past like 2015, when people started stealing the CrossFit search term and making it their own.
Yeah.
And the Orange Theories and the F45s did this. They took over the search engine optimization for CrossFit. So if you typed CrossFit, chances are you were going to get an F45 ad.
Yeah. Oh, this is CrossFit.
Or Barry's Boot Camp or Orange Theory.
Yeah.
Orange Theory, they said, was the biggest offender of getting, like, if you type
Orange Theory was, huh?
Related, it was Orange Theory. And I know Jenna, who we just brought in for marketing, who
that's right.
So rad. It just posted, there's a few key marketing positions available if you know anybody who is like solid in the marketing industry.
So they are cleaning it up. And then the other big announcement, they had Marshall on, which is CrossFit's legal counsel. And he's been with CrossFit for many years. And the guy is passionate about protecting the brand. And there's been some criticism that there's a lot of non-CrossFit gyms still using CrossFit in their name, or still have it on their website, or still have it in their schedule. And so now CrossFit is actively pursuing those. But you, the affiliate owners, and this has always been the case, we're the police force too. We've got to report it. So if you know it's happening, someone hasn't taken it down. They have a process. So if someone de-affiliates, someone stops paying their affiliate fee, there is a follow-up process. I don't think that there is a large follow-up process in the past. I'm just suggesting that. I don't know, but I don't think it was, where if someone de-affiliated,
just like
there wasn't maybe, but there's got to be a process where you not only, hey, can't use CrossFit, then you go back and you check their website, then you go back again and check their website, then you go back again, you keep holding them accountable, and you pour through their website in different places, and you look for the search terms on their website. So that's being done now fairly aggressively, and they're prepared to take them all the way to court to make it stop. But it's up to us affiliate owners to make sure that it's being reported. But they're on it. Did you get that same sense from Marshall?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They have They hired more attorneys.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
wow.
That's right.
Okay.
He told us they hired more attorneys, so they're beefing up because that has been a complaint of.
Yeah.
And it's it's bigger. It's worse of a problem in internationally.
Yeah.
What a pain in the ass that must be trying to chase that stuff down.
Right.
What else on that town hall that was interesting?
It talked about the marketing kit that they're now giving to affiliates. So we got our first marketing packet where they gave us like templates if we wanted to use them to market in our own gyms, which is nice. Not everybody knows how to use those programs. It's there if you want it, but you don't need to use it. But they're going to do that. They're going to try to send those out monthly, different marketing packets that will align with what they're doing themselves.
So what's cool on that? So what's cool about that is they've got the social media schedule. Yes, that's it. Click on the one on the left, the new this month.
Oh, I'm looking on the wrong screen. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It doesn't let me click on it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there it is. View resources.
Yeah. So click on the view resources. So they've got the social media schedule, which is cool. So you can set up your, again, if you've never done this before, this stuff is helpful. I don't particularly use a social media schedule. I just try to post something once a week on Instagram.
It's like a good way to get it started, though.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Meet the team template. That's pretty cool, actually. Right. So that gives you that's on Canva. So you can go on Canva and everyone goes, "Whoa, CrossFit finally discovered Canva." But shut the fuck up. Like,
it's not their job. It's your job.
Yeah, right. Like they're just making your job easier.
Yeah, I don't use Canva because I found other stuff because I'm a independent business owner that knows how to take care of his own business. Like I don't rely on CrossFit to take care of stuff like this. But it's really cool that they are now. Social media planner and then how to use all this stuff. So once a month they're going to start doing this type of marketing stuff for CrossFit. Now CrossFit does have also a ton of back there all the CrossFit logos. Yeah, you don't know how hard. Click back on that page.
I'll go back to that.
Yeah, so people don't understand. Like
you used to have to find they're great. It's
I would go to Google and type CrossFit and then click on images and steal something off of Google
pulling up
to get the CrossFit logo. Yeah, no, that's the right thing. So those are what it does here. Leave it here for a second. Mm-hmm. So what he clicked on there was all the CrossFit logos. Now these are Google Drive folders, and so you share those. So what Google Drive allows you to do is make that shared. So now I have that on my Google Drive.
Got it.
And I can go in there and I can pull all of these different color logos of CrossFit backdrops and everything else. And you get the same stuff for the CrossFit Game stuff. So now you get the real stuff. So if you're having someone build your website and you want the CrossFit logo on there, or if you're printing shirts or you're doing any kind of printing, you've got the actual like PDF version, which you can use for an SVG file, or you can do official printing with the CrossFit logo.
This is really cool.
Oh, it's really cool.
This was not a thing even a year ago.
We never had this. Remarkably, we never had this. We had to create it and make it ourselves. And so this is all good stuff. And I'd encourage every affiliate owner to pour over this stuff. What else on that call that jumped out? Was there anything? Oh, we're partnering with Murph, the Murph Foundation.
Officially a Murph sponsor.
Yeah.
Or partner.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So the Murph Foundation was started by Lieutenant Michael Murphy's family. And it provides scholarships for veterans. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. And it was started 2000. He passed away in 2005, and they started in 2007.
Not long after.
Surprisingly, CrossFit never really partnered. Again, it was just someone just
they shared it on like when they posted Murph on it. Like here's to the foundation, but that was
now it's the official part. So all these gyms are going to do Murph, and I would encourage everyone that's doing Murph. We're going to do it with ours. Is we're going to encourage everyone to contribute to the Murph Foundation, which makes it that much more meaningful. Mm-hmm. Then you get a shirt.
Yeah.
Because the shirt and the logo they have for it is cool. So that's an official relationship, and I love that. That is the Murph workout, and doing Murph on Memorial Day is just one of those like foundational components of CrossFit, the community.
Yeah.
Like that is one of the things that just was the instant separator for me. It was like doing Murph in honor of a guy that gave his life, serving our country, and just a tragic story, that whole which was the story of the lone survivor. Marcus Luttrell and the Lone Survivor story. But anyway, that's a cool partnership, and those are the types of things they're gonna continue to do. So we got an update from the games division.
Yep.
We got an update from the marketing division. We got an update from Dawn and how the company's doing, and then Dave.
They opened it up to Q&A for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've never done in a town hall.
Yeah.
Usually town hall is webinar style where they talk
Mhm.
and there's no questions. You can type in a question and they'll email you an answer.
Mm.
This time they did it Zoom style where you could see them and they could see you. You could interact with them, and it went really well.
That's awesome.
That went really well.
It was the
Yeah,
first
really cool.
time we tried it, and we didn't mess it up. We didn't break the trust. Everybody was it went great. I think it went really, really well. And
my take on it is on this. I feel like there's still some silos within CrossFit, and that happens, especially during the you consider what this company went through from 2018 all the way till today. The last 5 years have been brutal for the company, so people that tend to siloize. I mean, in other words, they stay in their own little world and they don't want to share if they have success, it's on their own. Those silos, I feel like, are starting to break down a little bit. There seems like there's more cohesion amongst the different teams being education, training, the games, and affiliates. I feel like they're more united towards a common goal, which is the growth of CrossFit and spreading the CrossFit religion around the world. But here's the thing, like, everybody seems focused within the organization on affiliate success. I really get that sense now from the company, more so than I ever have.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel an obligation myself now to do better as an affiliate because of the work they're doing. I also feel like there's really, really competent leaders in charge now, from Don Fall to Jenna in marketing, to Dave Castro at the games, to Nicole Carroll on the brand.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good. And I trust these people. Like, all of these people can do their jobs way better than I could. So me bitching and moaning or making suggestions about how CrossFit should do it, this is what they need to do, this is where they need to send their media team. Again, that's not going to be the difference between you failing or making it at this point. There's so much good stuff out there. There's so much great content on that page you have that you pulled up. There's a section in there where you can go and you can pull CrossFit media content.
Mm-hmm.
CrossFit's pumping stuff out on Instagram every day on their 8 channel. How many channels they have on Instagram? I think 8.
Their content's been great.
they have a lot of. I think Jenny said they have a total of almost 30 different accounts across all social media platforms.
But they're going to reduce that to.
They're going to make that,
Smaller.
Wow, what? It's so many. 30.
Well,
is it for like international too?
You get all the affiliates. You get all the affiliate regions. You get CrossFit affiliates. You get CrossFit training. You get CrossFit UK. You get right.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's just it's a lot. And CrossFit Games. And so anyway, but that said, there's so much content to pull from. I open my Instagram in the morning when I'm having my coffee, and I'm like, oh, I need to repost that. Oh, I need to repost that.
Save.
Save. I've never been able to. There's so much content.
Yeah, and it's been really good content too.
I don't want to sound like the old man. It's like back in my day.
Well, it seems like it's kind of back in the day where you'd have like this little bit, and it's like more in the journal, but it's just now they're just putting out more in general.
Yes. People are clamoring for the journal, and I get it. There's some value there. That's not going to be the difference between an affiliate making and not making it right now. I had that CrossFit journal link on my website for years. There's some great content. I'm not going to all of that content is great, and it's the science that is behind the methodology that proves what we do. But people aren't going on my website and clicking on the fucking journal.
No. But I mean, if you were to share something with somebody that's maybe not on Instagram or social media, it's like, well, here's a link to a journal article or something like that. That's helpful.
Yeah. But what's the difference is going to be, have people heard of CrossFit. Yeah. And we had a group of 5 people come in yesterday together to do a tour of Diablo because their gym in Pleasant Hill is closing.
Oh, really?
And they came in to tour, and it's like, how they did it was they went online and they said, gym's close to me. That's how they got to us. Gym's near me.
What gym?
And CrossFit comes up. It's
I'll ask you
Nate McKay. Yeah, okay. Ask me offline because it's some stupid gym. And that's not stupid in a sense. Like,
they came to the right one.
Yeah, It's a fine gym. It's like they're going to, and they're just changing their model. It's a longer story.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy's name is Zach Johnson. But anyway, so they came over but they found us by doing gyms near me, and CrossFit came up right away. And then they boom, click, got through, and then booked a tour. They did the whole thing. That's awesome. That's what we want. That's what you want. What you want people to do is go, because this is how people find you now. This isn't the days of, like, when I started, it was, I saw something about CrossFit in like Men's Journal, like it was the hardest online workout you'll ever do. Like, yeah, right. And so I tried it. I went to the CrossFit website and I tried it. And the first workout I did was Murph got rhabdo. And then I was hooked. But that's a different type of customer. I was already into fitness. I was doing Navy SEAL style training with marathon training. Like, I was kind of doing CrossFit-ish type workouts. So it appealed to me, the more extreme athlete. Same with most OGs. They were already doing something else. The people today that are coming to CrossFit are people that haven't worked out at all, or only working out just a little bit, and they don't know a lot about fitness.
They might just know they need a change in their life.
What's amazing is much content is online. People just don't take the time to learn about fitness. So all they know is, I want to lose weight, I want to look better, I want to feel better, maybe I need to, build strength, whatever it is. So they go online, they go, gyms near me. And then when CrossFit shows up, CrossFit counterculture, they're like, you want them to think, here's what happens. You want them to think, CrossFit, I think I've heard of that. That's all. That's all it takes. They don't have to know anything about it. It's like they have to have seen the brand. That's how brands work. They think CrossFit, yeah, I remember. I've heard that, or I've heard about that. Ooh, that might be extreme, or ooh, that's intense, or I doubt they've heard Forging Elite Fitness. But then but just enough to go, that's familiar. And if it's a little bit of familiarity, then they'll go the next step, which is, let me check it out. Boom, they click, and then they go to Zia's website. And now what's on the front page of that website better be something. First of all, better include a phone number and directions. It's crazy that some of these websites don't. But and then ours has a thing, book a tour. Just like, come talk to us. That's all we want to do.
Yeah.
And at Diablo, you won't get a sales pitch, just because I'm adamant about that. Where I don't want to sell anybody. Every person we've had to sell CrossFit to doesn't stay very long. I'm not going to say no. We're just going to share. We're going to share our passion. That's all we're going to do. We're going to transfer our emotion to you, our excitement for it. But that's up to the affiliate owner to have that really cool first page and really easy access. And I don't even think you need pictures. They don't fall into that whole web sales guy that's telling you, oh, you need some video, you need this, you need that. You don't. You just need, hey, we're changing lives. We're curing chronic disease. Come here.
I just wanted to make sure my website had all those things on the top.
Did you just double check? Double check. Cleared. Check.
Okay, we're good.
It's not that hard. And then once they get here, then you can spend time. Now, once they've done that, they're doing the tour, then you can start to tell them, do you know about CrossFit? Well, let me tell you about, constant varied functional movements executed at high intensity, why that's so important to you. Increasing work capacity across broad time domains. We define fitness, what fitness is. And then they're like, oh shit. These guys are smart. They're smarter than the Orange Theory guys.
See the aha
that just want to get my heart rate into this special orange zone that makes you hungry as hell to go over to the Jamba Juice right next door because it's in a strip mall and you buy 1,000-calorie Jamba Juice to reverse all of the work that you just did. And look, if you're doing Orange Theory, that's awesome. Every fitness,
better than nothing.
Every fitness is good fitness. Every fitness is good fitness. CrossFit is the best fitness. Okay, so that was the affiliate town hall, and then last thing I want to talk about. This is my idea, and you guys tell me if it's dumb, and I still might ignore you. If we measure the affiliate cup, first of all, we start with the number. Okay, number of people that signed up for the open, and that should give you a number. I don't know. Let's call that a 1-to-1 ratio. So if let's say Tim, he had a measly 50 people sign up for the open, and then you go to Craig over here where we had 217, 4 times what Tim did in the open. All right, so I get 200, he's got 50. But then the next number is percentage of your athletes that qualified for quarterfinals. And this is another distinction we might.
Are we not counting how many completed the open?
No, because
because that indicates as far as moving on to the
I don't. But
quarterfinals.
the problem is I don't know who can get if we can get that number.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of ease of getting the
Okay. I see what
ease
you're
of
saying.
getting the number.
Got it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can easily get. I can easily get the number of people that sign up for the Open. I don't know that I can get number of people that completed the
it.
Open.
Okay.
So I've got a number of people that just signed up for the Open. Then I've got the percentage of people that signed up for the Open, the percentage of people that moved on to quarterfinals, and then we put a value on that. I don't know, maybe you give that 4 for each person that does that, or maybe more. But you give it a ranking based upon.
You're talking about like 4 points for the number of people.
No, you got to do it as a percentage. I think the next one you do is a percentage because the reason why I say you do it as a percentage is because it gives the smaller gyms like Tim. So let's say he has 50% of his people made it to quarterfinals.
Okay.
Right. That's going to be harder for me because I've got a bigger number doing the Open. Right? I'm not going to get 50%.
Yeah. Equalizer.
Yeah, it's the equalizer, right? And then from there, now we take a percentage of people that did your quarterfinals that make it to semifinals. And then if someone makes it to the games, and then semifinals, I think you give a ranking for age group versus actual semifinals.
Okay, like versus the Open category.
Yeah, like a 2-to-1, right?
Okay.
At least a 2-to-1 because you just top 200 for age groups and it's top 40 in each region.
Yeah.
So you give a weighting on those. So you give a rating on that. So basically, all you're doing is you're ranking each level of athlete for the gym,
Which they kind of already do on your little athlete portal, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, they kind of do,
You
right?
could add up those points.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
That way you can that makes it a little simple. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna because that is does that valuation for each athlete on the CrossFit Games page, is that based upon what levels they get to in terms of competition?
I think so.
Okay.
But I also I'm not sure because I don't know how far back it goes. You know what I mean? Because back when there was regionals, I've been to regionals. And so I think my profile still has that information on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it's per year, but I do know that it's on there.
Okay. And then if someone makes it all the way to the games, right? If someone makes it to the games age group, that's a valuation. And then if they make it as an individual at the games, that's a different valuation. And so now you can evaluate an affiliate based upon their contribution to the CrossFit Games you can't do it as a percentage of the membership. That'd be a good number to know. But if you could do it just as a contribution of number of bodies that you're throwing into the system, and then the performance of those bodies you could come up with an affiliate cup without having to do an actual affiliate
in-person
cup
competition. Yeah.
Yeah. And what would be great is if there was some way to do a leaderboard that was influenced by the quarterfinals performance and the semifinals performance, and then that keeps moving and that keeps updating. And you see these, these affiliates, guy that a gym like Invictus sends a bunch of athletes to semifinals, and those, boom, all of a sudden that Invictus moves up in the affiliate cup, right? Because they got that many, and then they send a couple to the games, boom, they move up.
It's more cumulative. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know how they pull it off, but
yeah. All right, I'm going to fool around with the logistics on that.
It'd be interesting to see if the same teams are at the top.
Well,
right.
So that's right. Good for you, because that's exactly what was going on in my head. Is the same teams that are ending up there now? Because Dave Castro on his week in review this week said, because someone asked a question about affiliate cup, and he said, it's pretty much an affiliate cup now. There's only a few teams. And Jamie's got that win look. He said there's only a few teams. He did say this. He said there's only a few teams that have imported athletes. He goes, most of the affiliates they're training at the affiliates.
For this year and compared to last year?
That's what he said for this year.
Okay.
He didn't say compared to last year.
We'll see what it looks like.
Yeah. I haven't looked at the teams. I know Noah's team is a
that's a built team.
That's a built team.
Yeah.
But Zia's question is exactly what the question I had. Would the same teams, would Mayhem end up at the top? Would Invictus end up at the top? Would Oslo end up at the top?
Yeah.
But it would be really cool to see. I'm gonna see if I can come up with something. I'll talk to one of my nerd friends, and at the CrossFit Games and see if they'd be interested in doing something for us.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to see.
Yeah, it would be
I
right.
think they'd call it an affiliate cup, though.
We still have plenty of extra time to, you know.
What's that?
Yeah, Craig, since we've got nothing going on right now, what do you
Yeah, let's just slap some numbers together, see what we come up with.
The Masters leaderboard. The Masters leaderboard
Took a day or two to get up to state.
Took like 10 hours, and it's just like Yvonne. I could tell Yvonne was so frustrated. Like,
Yeah.
And then you go to what's great about one thing.
I was surprised it took
Dude,
that
what's
long.
great? One great thing about it, I took myself out of the groups and I put myself back in the groups. But the Facebook Masters groups is literally like the next door of CrossFit.
I had to leave the CrossFit Masters groups. It's bad enough I'm in the Facebook groups for just all of it.
Yeah. No, it is next door for CrossFit. The stuff that they come up with and how they think CrossFit should run this business and the complaints about CrossFit, like the leaderboard, it's comical. And the comments, like someone someone writes a post and you look at the post, I'm like, oh, are you kidding me?
Just asking for it.
Right. And then the comments come in and the arguments that go back and forth deep, like people are deeply offended too. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, it gets insane. And then people will like fight. They just straight up.
Yes.
God forbid somebody asks a question. They're just like, hey guys, I have a problem. I have a question. If it's dumb, oh
Yeah.
they go for blood for this person. Like, how dare you ask that question?
The one thing Freddie Camacho and I used to joke about, and I finally took myself out because people would say, hey, I've got shoulder pain after doing overhead squats. Has anybody else experienced this? And dude, that's like, you do not ask masters that question. Like any question that's relative to the body and pain or aches, and then just the flood of comments.
You would have thought they were talking about politics. It's
right.
so funny.
Well, it's comparatively, it's the morning chalk up post today on the girl that qualified for semifinals, 3 months postpartum.
Oh,
And the comments from I'm a doctor, I'm an OBGYN, and let me tell you, this is really dangerous. This needs a disclaimer. Oh my God. The online experts with respect to CrossFit and CrossFit Health it's an untapped resource. You could just, the assumption that people can't take care of themselves is what drives me nuts. But anyway, I digress. So the CrossFit did bungle a little bit with the Masters leaderboard, which was to me just pure entertainment because you can just know how frustrated Masters are.
See everybody melting down.
Oh yeah,
You didn't see as much about it as I thought you would. Like,
yeah, you know what?
That's
You're
true.
right.
That is a good point.
I'll give you that.
And that's just really sad because it's the Masters.
So let me tell an OG story relative to Masters. I went to CrossFit HQ and I think it was like 2013. It was after I won my division. I'm taking this opportunity to self-promote. When I appeared on the podium at the CrossFit Games in 2013's Master, I got invited to go to talk to CrossFit I had a conversation with Tony Budding and a couple of others. And one of the things that he revealed when we were sitting there, when we were talking about, the Masters, and I said, yeah, I go 2011, we're in the parking lot and the whole nine yards. He goes, oh my God. He goes, it is the amount of emails and complaints they get was like 90% from Masters, 10% from everybody else in CrossFit.
Believe it.
And he said the term that they used within CrossFit, and don't take, it's not this thought that this is just get them venting, but he said the term that they used at CrossFit HQ that everybody knew was FTM, which was fuck the Masters. and I laughed and I thought, I completely understand, because Masters, all they do is complain.
Castro had that same vibe when I did my level 1 in 2009.
Yes.
There was a question like, well, what about the Masters at the games? He's like, that's not what we're testing for.
That's right.
Just straight out.
That's how it started out, right? And Masters were the ones that, hey, you need Masters divisions. He's like, well, that's not what we're testing. We're testing the limits of human performance. Mm-hmm. Like Masters aren't at the top of they are for their age group.
Yeah.
But
Good motivator for some.
But if you want a taste of it, just go on, log into a Facebook group, lie about your age, and go into one of the Facebook Masters groups, and you'll see how frustrating it is. But the Masters are amazing, and their accomplishments are remarkable, and there's some just incredible stories, tear-jerking stories every year at the CrossFit Games. I remember the 2 years ago when you and I think we're in the stands, and the guy, actually I got to go down below, and I was listening to a guy in my age group talk about how he had a heart attack like 18 months earlier, and then recovered, got his shit together and made it to the freaking CrossFit Games.
That's cool. That's a cool story.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of those. Like that's why the Masters.
I feel like you hear a lot of cool stuff. I mean, when you get to the games, you don't hear the same kind of complaining.
No, you don't.
Because there's nobody complaining about anything in the games.
Yeah.
And if there is complaining happening at the game, like about the games, those are people that are not there.
Exactly.
They're complaining at their computers, like with the Masters feed, because ESPN didn't show up until later. Like you didn't hear any complaining from anyone except for people that were not there.
Yeah.
And the people that were complaining about the Masters not being like broadcasted, or it's not fair, the Masters are in a different competition. Where are you? Because I'm here at the games and I don't see a single person in these stands. So y'all want to see the Masters?
Show up.
There was a ticket shortage.
Yeah.
Dave said that 2 weeks ago in his weekly review.
In the stands, and I'm pretty sure they're wives of the people on the floor.
Yep. 100%.
2 weeks ago in Dave's weekend review, someone said, hey, the cost of a ticket now at the CrossFit Games doesn't include the teens and the age groups. Like there's like you've taken away value from the price of the ticket. Like, shouldn't it be a cheaper ticket? And he said, hey, I've walked out to the arena while the Masters are going. There's plenty of empty seats. So if you think, he goes, there's going to be lots for you to do at the games. But he goes, the added value was not the Masters and the teens and the teams.
No.
Like the people,
sideshows.
Hey, let's go over. We got done with the, watching the sandbag over the shoulder, and let's go watch the teams go.
Yeah.
No,
just like a circus.
Yeah. It's usually, when are these guys done so they can bring on the individual athletes?
Or they're watching them because they're trying to reserve a seat for the the next one.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll just watch these guys because we got, the individuals coming up next.
Yeah. So many people.
You have somebody taking one for the team just to go sit for a few hours.
Seriously, I would go down to watch Yvonne, and I want to get in front, and the guy would go, hey, are you here for somebody? And I go, yeah. He goes, okay, you can sit here. We were just here because we're waiting for the individual competition.
That's right.
And they let me have the seat. And then when I left, they'd get back in it.
That was pretty good.
Yes. All right. Well, anything else you want to complain about as a Masters athlete, Zia?
No.
Okay. Nice job on your gym and doing the floors, and
huge props for doing them both at the same time.
Yvonne and I are going to come down and see it in September.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's cool. That'll be cool. And then, all right. So I think that's it today. Yeah. We went about $112 today, so not bad. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. The 8 to 10 people that join us on this podcast while we're live. Appreciate it. Peace out.
Till next time.
Next time.
We off?
Yeah.
Yes.